All right, what is up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video from Liquidity Supply and Demand on the V-shaped recovery. As always, thank you very much for joining me. Please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out. We are talking about the V-shaped recovery today. Again, made famous by Dodgy, absolutely incredible trader. Definitely go and check him out. I've learned a lot off of him over the past 6 months. A really incredible guy and a really incredible mentor, telling us a lot about how to trade the markets. I've been trading his V-shaped recovery strategy for a long while now, about 6 months, and I've been having some incredible success with it. So I just did want to share the trading strategy with you and then give you an idea of some of the trades that I've taken recently so you can see this in action. I've got around an 80% win rate with this strategy, which is absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. And I've been having a great time trading it. One of probably the most high probability trading strategies that I've actually used, and it has been changing the game for my trading, if I'm being completely honest. And I just did want to go through it and show you what the potential of it is. So basically what you're looking for is, I'll quickly explain what the strategy is very quickly and simply. So say you've got your market structure like this, you're going up and down. And then what you're looking for is, you've got your accumulation, you're looking for your manipulation and then distribution, aren't you? Your very simple AMD model. You've obviously got your low here, and then you're looking for your manipulation, you come down. And then what you're looking for is this V-shaped recovery back to the upside. Preferably you want to be delivering from a nice big fair value gap to the left like this. And then what you're looking for is an inverted fair value gap in this smaller V shape here is what you're looking for. And basically once you see a close back above this with a nice delivery, obviously you've got your manipulation, sweep of liquidity, the V shape back up and the inverted fair value gap. You would enter on this close back above this inverted fair value gap, aiming for a 1-to-1 for your first take profit. Manual stop loss if we close back below this inverted fair value gap here, and no actual hard stops. And then you'd be looking to have basically a few runners for your liquidity points. One here, which is a pretty obvious swing, and then obviously the high of day as well. And this is the strategy, very simple and a really effective, easy to follow strategy that has been getting me a pretty insane win rate, if I'm being completely honest. So I did just want to basically go through a few of the trades that I took recently. It's been pretty difficult to find some trades over the past few days on US 100, just because we've had NFP and obviously things have been pretty bumpy in the markets. We are at all-time highs, so getting liquidity sweeps at all-time highs is quite difficult. We actually may have a liquidity sweep right now on the chart. This keeps happening to me recently. You can see we've got a decent area of liquidity here. You can see this is kind of a major swing point in the 5 minute. We have got a very nice clean fair value gap here. So I might just stick an alert on here. If we close back above this, I might take this on this paper account here just to showcase what I'd be looking for. But you can see we've kind of got a nice V shape here. We've got a sweep of liquidity. There's a pretty decent liquidity level here. You can see this is a pretty key swing point on the way up here. Although you obviously want to see these more, generally speaking, want to see those bigger areas of liquidity getting swept. But if we did close back above this, like, you'd obviously enter here, stop loss below. 1-to-1 is your first take profit. You go break even, and then you just have your runners, like maybe have one here and then one here, and then maybe the last one at the high. Be interesting trade. I'll leave that on the chart so we can take a look. But there was a trade that I took yesterday, which is a little bit out of what we would usually take. But you can see we've got this retrace. It's kind of an FU long, as Dodgy would say, where basically you just have NFP, you come down, you retrace. We actually retrace to the 50% pretty much of this pump. If you take a look here, you can see we've got down into discount. We've obviously got a fair value gap here on the 1 minute. We come and close back above. I think I entered here, and then you can see this would have worked out pretty much over the next 5 minutes or so. You got the 1-to-1 getting hit pretty much instantly. Once we came across here, obviously I went break even on the rest, runners to the high. And then that got hit, obviously. Lovely trade. Very simple stuff. Basically took half profit at 1-to-1 and then half the rest of it at 1-to-4. So that was a 2-hour trade overall. Really nice trade indeed. And then as you can see here, we got another trade. I think is this on the 2 minute? Yeah, this is a 2 minute. So you can see obviously when you're really bullish, you want to try and take advantage of the continuation, especially from NFP, which always pumps. You can see this one here, we're obviously in a super premium, so it's not exactly amazing to be taking longs this high, especially on the day and at all-time highs. Longs do work, but you don't generally want to see a retrace first. But this was also a trade that I took where basically we're obviously pumping, really super bullish. We come down with a decent retrace. Technically, we kind of swept some liquidity here, but you can see we just inverted back to the upside. So I just took this thinking it'll probably work at least to the high. And then we basically came up in the next 5 minutes, came up, hit the take profit. And then I basically just left a runner because I didn't know what to target really. I left the runner up to, did I go for a, I think I went for this round number, this 22,900 level here, which would have been a round number. So this would have been an amazing trade as well. You can see that would have been another 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1 RR trade just because of the runner. Obviously you take half your profit at 1 to 1. And then if you take the rest of the profit at 1 to 4, 1 to 5, it makes it 2R overall, or maybe a little bit more depending on how far you let this go. But you can see basically right now, those are the few trades that I took yesterday. They both worked to perfection. Oh, is this going to work? Are we going to get this? We might get this as a 2-minute actually. Obviously the 5-minute probably works better. Looks like we're actually going to get this on the stream. Not the best setup because we haven't got a great sweep of liquidity, but we have come down and retraced 50% of this move here. And we are super bullish at all-time highs. Be interesting to see if this actually hits on the video. And then I could enter it and then show you what I would do. But basically, there's been a few good trades recently. This one here was a bummer because we didn't get a good entry on it. I did chase it up, but I didn't get a proper entry on it. But you can see this was a textbook V-shape that came and swept all the way up and eventually came up and hit high, all-time highs the next day. But you can see this was a really, really good trade. Loads of V-shapes here. You can see these are all trades that probably would have worked out. As you can see, basically all of these big spikes to the downside get reversed. Really, really good trades all around. Lots and lots of V-shapes here. Very, very interesting trading style that's been working for me a lot. It doesn't look like we're going to get this on the stream, but that's fine. No close above there. But you can really see the potential of this strategy. Been trading this on US 100 and it's been doing absolute bits for me. It also works on gold, but not quite as well, I found, just because gold tends to, even though it does tend to V-shape back up, it doesn't always have the biggest, most instantaneous reactions. It takes a while to work out. You can see a few of these here. These V-shapes would have worked out if you'd held, but obviously these take quite a long time to play out recently. There was a really good one back here. As you can see, you could have took this first V-shape. That would have been a 1-for-1. But gold recently has been a bit of trading a bit strangely, as you can see. It's kind of swinging around in no man's land, not really having many good impulses in either direction. So generally this works the best on US 100. I'll leave the video here because I don't want to waffle on for too long, but you can see the potential of the strategy. Things have been going really well for me trading it recently, and I hope that you can find some success with it yourself. Please do like and subscribe, and if you want alerts or signals for these V-shaped recoveries that happen every day, you can join the WOP down below in the description.